What's up guys? I guess it's time for your weekly dose of urban news. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and as always, a massive thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters and everyone else who keeps this going. A new trolleybus system has begun serving passengers in the French city of Nancy, marking the opening of a new chapter in the city's transportation history. By the way, Nancy is known for having a TVR system from 2000 to 2023, which could travel in both conventional trolleybus and tram mode, holding onto the central rail. But due to reliability problems and frequent derailments, they eventually decided to stop using it and modernized to use classic trolleybuses. Along the way, they partially used the existing contact network, which made the modernization cheaper. In the city center, the catenary and rails were dismantled so that the trolleybuses could run on battery power. In general, the contact network is distributed in such a way that trolleybuses can move without stopping and keep the battery charge at the proper level. To operate the line, the city purchased 25 double-articulated trolleybuses as light tram 25, which, as the name applies, are 25 meters long, and their total cost was 35 million euros. The total length of the line is just under 10 kilometers, of which 7.6 are dedicated lanes, and its development cost the city 47 million euros or 4.8 million euros per kilometer, which is 4 to 6 times cheaper than a similar tram line. The stop pavilions were designed by the architectural studio of Norman Foster, and also 317 new trees were planted along the line. Queensland officials have kicked off the $5.75 billion Gold Coast Faster Rail project, which aims to double rail capacity by 2032. Contractors will install roughly 20 kilometers of new tracks between Corabi and Binley, increasing the corridor from 2 tracks to 4, reducing bottlenecks. Currently, trains travel on one track in each direction, causing delays during peak hours. In addition, they will also remove several level crossings to improve safety and reduce traffic congestion. Authorities expect this railway upgrade to help cope with heavy traffic during the Olympic and Paralympic Games. Meanwhile, Systra has been awarded a contract to participate in the Stockholm metro expansion, providing control systems for the city's first automated subway line. The yellow line will be the 6th subway line in Stockholm and will run entirely underground, connecting Älvsjö in the south to Fridhemsplan in the central western part of the city. With 6 new stations, the project will improve access for 50,000 residents by 2050. The line will serve 75,000 passengers daily, which should significantly increase transportation efficiency. Passenger safety will be improved by installing screen doors on platforms at all stations, and in addition, Škoda and more frequent trains are planned to reduce waiting times and optimize traffic flow. Siemens Mobility has successfully completed delivery of 25 low-floor S700 trams to San Diego. New trams will replace the outdated high-floor SD100 models, also developed and manufactured by Siemens in 1993-1995, which now, I guess, will travel to Mendoza, Argentina. The fleet upgrade will significantly improve ride quality and accessibility for passengers, as the S700 models are specially adapted for people with reduced mobility. Also, new trams will reduce noise level and save energy during operation. The news is certainly good, but it feels a little bit like the news from the past, as the contract for the purchase of these cars was signed back in 2019, and now US policy has changed. So it feels a bit like the light from the stars that we still see, although in fact they faded away a long time ago. Meanwhile, Wiener Linien has introduced a hydrogen bus from Hyundai that will go into long-term test operation. And this is the first and so far the only low-floor hydrogen bus with the so-called 700 bar technology. The standard 12.3 meters long bus was developed in close cooperation with Slovenian bus manufacturer Tram and provided to Wiener Linien as a test bus exclusively for 3 years. The 700 bar technology is currently unique in Europe because all other bus manufacturers rely on 350 bar systems. The new system allows to store more hydrogen at a higher pressure, which ensures a longer range, even longer than the diesel buses. In general, Vienna is currently actively investing in the development of hydrogen technologies. For example, in the middle of this year, hydrogen battery buses from the Italian manufacturer Rampini are to be introduced on routes 2A and 3A to replace the purely battery electric buses that currently operate there. The Woltersdorf tram line hosted an official farewell event for the historic Gotha trams, which had been in operation for more than 60 years. All 6 operating cars ran on the line from Berlin-Ransdorf to the gateway in Woltersdorf at 10-minute intervals, attracting hundreds of tram fans. Half of the cars made their last trip as they were sold. By the way, I wonder who bought them, probably some technical museums, while the rest will remain in reserve for a special event. Produced in the 1950s and 60s at the Gotha plant in the GDR, these trams were an important part of local transportation in many cities in East Germany and many other countries around the world. In general, 196 of these cars were produced throughout the history, and until now, Woltersdorf was the city with the largest number of still operating Gotha trams in the world. And since March 2025, 4 new low-floor modern Trans-Gamma trams have been operating on the line, providing barrier-free access for passengers. Meanwhile, the Romanian city of Oradea is planning to build a tram-train line that will run from the city center to the Hungarian border. Public tenders for the 250 million euros Oradea tram-train project will be announced this spring. The works will include modernization of existing rail and tram tracks and, where necessary, their electrification. The Oradea tram-train is intended to provide a non-stop connection between the city center, the international airport in the south of the city, the municipality of San Martin, and villages on the Hungarian border. It is planned that the trams on the line will use both a 25 kV AC rail system and a 600 volts DC tram system. In addition, the cars will travel about 3 kilometers without a contact network thanks to built-in batteries. In Japan, the Tobu railway has put its first 80,000 series train into operation on the Urban Park line, which serves the northern and eastern parts of the Tokyo metro area. The new train consists of 5 cars designed to carry 697 passengers and has a maximum speed of 120 km per hour. A special feature of these trains is the family areas behind each cabin, called Tanoshito, meaning nice seat, which have glass walls and allow children to watch the driver and enjoy the view ahead. And as far as I know, this is quite a popular option in Japan, which brings joy not only to children. Also, the more efficient traction drive and the increased use of regenerative braking are expected to reduce energy consumption by more than 40% compared to the 8000 series trains. And finally, one more news from Germany, where the Esslingen operator has selected Škoda to produce a batch of new trolleybuses. The order consists of 46 vehicles with an agreed option for an additional 15 units. The trolleybuses will be delivered by the end of 2026 for a total of 41.4 million euros, excluding the option for those 15 units. All of them will be equipped with batteries that provide autonomous operation without a contact network at a distance of up to 25 kilometers. And also they will have the recuperation system that allows batteries to be recharged while braking, for example when driving downhill. That's all the news for this time, so thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.